this second half, and on the other side, Red Bull needs a savior and another turnover. One of the things that Red Bull has failed to do in the second half, Paulo, is get the ball in the hands of Cyrus Baguio and allow him to create. The other thing is, because they're unable to get rebounds, defensive rebounds, they're unable to get their fast break going.
And that has really suffered here in the second half. Purefoods has done a great job of holding the fort and getting back in this game. Nakita natin yung inside force, so the inside presence of Purefoods there. Kirby on a missed attempt.
And see the difference when Red Bull gets a defensive rebound. They're able to get them into their offense a lot earlier.
Nahorda. Now it's with Celino Cruz. Cruz looks at the shot clock. It reads 8. Kirby able to deflect that. Now only 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Baracos.
But seemingly not early enough because they only have 5 seconds left on their shot clock. And again, Cyrus Baguio, I haven't seen an attempt from him in the second half.
Nahorda rather, looking to put it up. This one was a bit strong. And Red Bull has been scoreless in the last 4 minutes.
And only 2 points in the last 7 minutes.
So a defensive blanket put up here by the PJ Giants. At ngayon si Roger Yap. Oh, kick violation. This will be called on Red Bull. Almost didn't see that from our angle.
And Paulo, with the losses of that Red Bull had in Topex Robinson and Mick Pinisi, one of the questions was always going to be, who will be the leader of this team when they are under duress?
Okay.
And these are the things that you will see right here. Because those two players were the longest tenured players in Red Bull. And they were the stabilizing guys out there. Now that they're gone, and we see a run by Purefoods, it seems that Red Bull doesn't really know who to turn to for leadership.
So in other words, they were able to get some youth on their side, pero yung na-sacrifice naman doon yung experience. As we bring you this 30-second timeout here called by Purefoods. So we'll hang on the air with 2:20.
Si bad boy, palaaway.
On the other side, we were talking about Purefoods, and we talked about how they were able to get a lot of players from the draft, from the free agent pool. In the end, it's still the old reliables that are there on the court. Guys like Roger Yap, PJ Simon, Enrico Villanueva, and Kirby Raimundo, they were the guys that made this run happen.
Well, right now it's only Aaron Aban who's taking the place of James Yap. It looks like James Yap is hurting us. Raimundo with 2 seconds on the shot clock, nails it. And now it's a 5-point advantage for Purefoods. The last 2 minutes is brought to us by Motolites, pang matagalan. As we heard the Barker call out, just under 2 minutes to play now here in the fourth.
And in the last offensive play, they went to Kirby Raimundo. That's what they like to do when the shot clock is winding down. Allow Kirby to create and score for his team.
Right now they have Kirby once again, top of the key. Kirby, he has just been so aggressive here in the second half.
In the second half, Kirby with a total of 16 points. And remember, he did not get any rest in the second half. And he has been playing with 4 fouls as early as late in the third quarter.
So Kirby Raimundo, diyan mo nakikita yung experience ng isang player na he was able to stay in the game, not give up any more fouls, and at the same time, tuloy-tuloy lang yung pag-pound niya there in the shaded area.
So he did not lose his aggressiveness, even though, like we mentioned, defensively and offensively, he was still present for his team.
Kirby Raimundo will knock down his second free throw. That's his 23rd point in the ball game. Let's see, Coach Yengiao now will call for a full timeout to take a look at that last basket by Kirby. Hitting it from the free throw line, and Purefoods is on top by 6. Coach Yengiao will talk it over with the Baracos. Big Dome as we await the finish here, the fourth quarter between Purefoods and Red Bull. Gabi Espina sumagot ng 3, and he cuts the lead down to 3.
And Red Bull really needed that. They have been scoreless for the past 5 minutes and only scored 2 points in the last 8 minutes because of the defense that Purefoods has been doing on them.
And let's see. Roger Yap signaling to the referee. Only a 30-second timeout will be called here. Alam mo, partner, earlier on, I saw from our angle, nakita ko si Coach Yengia was really giving Gabby Espinas a mouthful. And what does he do? He comes out in the next play, hits a three-pointer to get them within 3.
Different ways of motivation. The needed motivation at that point was to try to get Gabby Espinas into the game.
A correction, partner. It's actually only a 2-pointer hit by Espinas, so that's a 4-point lead, 75-71 with 1:18 to play. Up next, mga kaibigan, ang ating main game dito, Barangay Ginebra Kings against the Santa Lucia Realtors.
You know, Alex Compton is not unhappy. These guys, for the first time, won their first game of the season or of the conference, and they are on top of the standings. Talking about rain or shine, also the first time ever that they are on top of the standings.
When do they play next? They may stay there, they may...
Yes, exactly. But right now, they are relishing being on top of the standings.
Hey, they have a very nicely coached squad. A lot of new players coming in. Again, fresh new players for that team.
Red Bull right now is going to challenge that 3-point shot of Gabby Espinas. So that is that new rule instilled over a year ago. The 3-point shot was nullified because he was stepping or the other way around. But seemingly on that shot, we're going to try to look at that again from a different angle.
Well, in this angle, you won't really be able to see it clearly.
It was a better angle. The other one was a better angle.
Well, let's see what the officials call here. It's a close call, actually.
But it seemed like he did put his big toe on the line. With that angle right there, it seemed that he had his big toe on the line.
Well, it could be a crucial call here. Under 2 minutes, we only have a minute 18 left.
Review of the game tape. The 2-point basket made by Gabby Espinas at the 1 minute and 29 seconds of the fourth quarter. Remains a 2-point.
It remains a 2-pointer.
I like the way they put some suspense in.
Pati tayo.
It kind of makes you hold your breath. And but good call on the part of the referees, seeing that the first call was a good call, and the second call in which they upheld the decision was much better, because obviously they saw the tape and they stuck to it.
So with 1:18 to play here, this is the situation. Purefoods on top by 4, 75-71. Team foul story. Purefoods with 4 team fouls, and Red Bull now already in this quarter with 5.
But Paul, only a 2-possession ball game. Red Bull just needs to stop at this point. But that's one of the things that they've been unable to do here in the second half, especially when this guy has the basketball.
Now it's Ray back on Raimundo. Pass deflected. Celino will pick it up. They go to the Horda. Inside to Gabby Espinas. Oh, he lost it. Here he comes, Espinas once again inside. Oh, crucial play.
And that was an error waiting to happen for Red Bull. From the get-go, no one really had perfect possession of the basketball. They didn't know whether they wanted to call a timeout or not, talking about the players. And in the end, they threw the ball away to nobody.
Actually, Cyrus Baguio was able to save it from the sideline to Espinas, and he lost control in that last play.
Actually, about twice did they save the possession.
The Purefoods is going to milk the clock here. They go to their main man, Kirby Raimundo. Wraparound pass to Enrico. Villanueva will not be able to put it in. Cyrus Baguio on the break. Cyrus Baguio called for a double dribble violation.
Well, it did look like a double dribble from our vantage point. As Cyrus Baguio trying to evade and trying to get open. Remember, Cyrus Baguio, 10 points in the first half, scoreless in the second.
75-71 Purefoods with a 4-point advantage. Only 30 seconds remaining, and Coach Ryan Gregorio will talk it over with his boys.